Back on our Shenandoah Sidelines post-game show, and I'm with the coach of the Strasburg Rams, Mark Roller. Coach, congratulations, a great win. Like we were talking about walking over here, it seems like every game is a thriller between these schools, man.
Yeah, it was a great win, and it is a thriller. I mean, both times, the last 2 years, I mean, both sides have just poured their hearts out, and, you know, it's tough when you lose, you know, close games. And, you know, for our guys to battle back from a deficit there in the first half and take the lead and hang on to it and play great defense there at the end, that's just a tribute to our kids.
Yeah, y'all would get close, they pull away. Then they went up by 10. I thought, well, 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, but you got the big run by Raquan, and then you got the fumble, the 2 big plays, just huge.
The run at the end of the third quarter there that Raquan had, you know, that just kind of, you know, energized our guys, and you know, what a tremendous run. And then we picked up the fumble and ran that back, and the defense got a score. And, you know, and I think at that time, you know, the momentum really started to change. So it was a great win. Yeah,
it looked like the defense really started to exert itself, especially down. Stonewall got a little yardage, but y'all all pushed back and got them in second, third, and long situations there in that fourth quarter.
I tell you, the thing you got to do, I mean, they got a couple good backs, and when Pearl, they play action so well. And when he comes off that play action, if you're not staying home, I mean, he's going to burn you for some yards.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing we made adjustment there at the end, and told our defensive ends and our outside backers to stay home.
Yeah. Well, you go home to Page County. How good's that going to feel starting 1-0 at home, huh?
Well, we haven't done it so far in 4 years. So, you know, to go home 1-0, I think, you know, these kids are excited about it, and I'm excited about it, and, you know, we're going to look to get win number 2.
Well, congratulations. Great way to start off the year, and we'll see you here in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Mark Roller, coach of the Strasburg Rams, back after this on Shenandoah Sidelines. Back here on Shenandoah Sidelines on our post-game show, and I'm with Stonewall Jackson's coach Dick Kroll. And coach, this was a tough one. You had a 10-point lead late in the third quarter. They break off the long run, then get the turnover, the only turnover of the game.
Yeah, we did. We hurt ourselves not taking anything away from Strasburg. They came out second half and took it to us. We were a little tired, which is my fault, but they brought it to us and had the one long run by White, which we expect White to get his yardage. We just don't want to give it to him at 65 yards at a time.
Yeah.
And probably the game breaker was when we made that pitch and let them get the pitch. Had we even completed the pitch, I think the play was there. And even if we fumbled it and just recovered it, I think we'd have been all right. But that just made the change thing. And I think we started to panic a little bit. Our kids began to panic. We had it at one time and then gave it up. And our kids began to panic, and toward the end you saw it, we were just a ragtag bunch because we were getting worried and frustrated, and we panicked. So, you know, back to the drawing board, we need to get in better shape, and we got to stop things like this.
Yeah. Well, early in the game, y'all didn't stay on possession for a very long time in the first half. It was, you scored twice, but they were on three play drives. You didn't keep their defense out on the field a long time. While you liked the points, you wouldn't have mind staying on offense for a few long drives.
You know, we have, you know, the one thing we do have is we have very quick backs, and we have the potential to score quickly. We don't usually do it, but again, we need linemen to step forward and make sure that we have the holes for these little backs. I mean, you know, Warner and Getz and Armel can't take the pounding.
Yeah.
You know, Peacher can. Peacher's a little bigger kid. But, you know, we're better off if we score, I guess, quickly. That way our backs don't get pounded as much. But, you know, we just got to go back to the drawing board and go at it.
Yeah. Well, like you were talking about before the season, you knew your guys are going to have to go a lot of minutes. And like you said, it's going to be a matter of conditioning to make it through all 48 minutes.
No kidding. No kidding. But, you know, we'll go back to the drawing board and see what happens.
Well, you got to come up with a plan for Central next week, and we'll be there for that. So we'll see you next week, and good luck.
Appreciate it.
That's Stonewall Jackson's Dick Kroll, and we'll be back with more right after this. Well, back here on Shenandoah Sidelines, wrapping things up. Our game tonight brought to you by C.E. Thompson & Sons, Stony Creek Boulevard in Edinburgh. Don't forget to check out Shenandoah Video Productions on Facebook. Like us there and watch for highlights and updates and more news about high school sports here in Shenandoah County. Once again, our final score here tonight, Strasburg 28, Stonewall Jackson 22, and we will be in Woodstock next week. We will see Stonewall Jackson take on the Central Falcons. And this is Craig Orndorff. We will see you next week right here on Shenandoah Sidelines.